how to better influence someone in 2 easy steps. The first thing that you do, you ask them a question, and when they answer, you will feedback what they said. For example, they say, I feel that going to this place is better than going to that place because of A, B, and C. And you say, okay, good. So what I heard from what you said is that you prefer this place to that place because of A, B, and C, because that makes you feel that way. Is that correct? And they say yes. This way, even though you're just really feeding the information back in a slightly different set of words, it makes them believe that you have understood them, which is true, because by definition, to be able to relay information, you would have had to listen carefully. Otherwise, you will be off track. So that's a good hack that allows you to really be forced to listen and understand, and then feedback to the person to let them know, hey, I understood you, but also that brings you much closer to that person. And the second thing that we do when we want to drive this person to a certain type of conversation, we need to understand what type of conversation we're having. Maybe that person is having a I need to be heard conversation, I need to be understood conversation. And by relaying it back, you will be able to understand that and lead that way. Or maybe that person is having a I need advice conversation, I need facts and steps conversation. And again, by feeding it back, you'll be able to do that. Let me tell you the difference between the I need to be heard conversation and I need advice conversation. If somebody comes to us with a complaint, with a venting, with the I need to be heard conversation, and we go down the practical path of advising, we have lost them. We might be giving the best advice in the world, but we have lost them. They need to be heard before we can give them advice. So a more empathetic conversation will go down better. If, on the other hand, somebody comes with an I need advice conversation, and we go down the route of how we understand them and how we are empathetic, again, we lose them. They just want advice. So the relaying it back allows you to better digest whether we are having a I need to be heard conversation or I need advice conversation. Good luck and follow me.